Hey, what's up? Okay, so I have a large amount of anxiety right now, but it is almost it's 11 o'clock right now, and I need to start going to bed. 'Cause more than anything, I just want my sleep schedule um, to be fine. I'm sorry, I'm going to turn out that light, even though it's going to make this worse because I'm talking about sleep now, and it's like, man, I have a light shining into my eyes, so that's going to make me stay up, not go to sleep. Um, so why do I have anxiety? Well, my job is not in danger. That is not what the meeting this afternoon represented. But I had a meeting this afternoon with Steven, who is my boss, and basically the main takeaway from the meeting was Steven is considering using this program that would cost him $2,000 a month. 500 of those $2,000 would go towards Facebook ad spend, and then the rest of that $1,500 would go to a marketing company to manage these Facebook ads. I'm 99.9% sure that I can do as good of a job or a better job than this company can. The other downside of this happening would be that those leads that company brings in, and they promise to bring in at least 3 leads, like clients per month, those leads would not be considered my generated leads, and therefore I wouldn't make commission on them. So, but at the end of the day, I want what's best for Steven, right? But I think that I can produce ads that are just as effective as they are claiming that theirs are, and I think I can. But cool. So I have 2 weeks to do it. Um, so awesome. I don't have as much experience with Facebook ads as I do with Google ads, but that's okay. I'm a marketer. I make hypotheses and I test them. And then I make decisions based on data, and I go back in and make new creative and then test that with the new hypotheses as I update my information with data. So before I go ahead and blaze forward, I'm going to collect information. I'm going to look at more YouTube tutorials, look for suggestions for 2020 to create a more sophisticated Facebook ad strategy. Because I've heard that it takes about 3 touch points for someone to actually buy from your brand. And that's low. Normally it takes about 7. I've also heard it takes about 7, right? So expecting someone who doesn't know who the fuck we are, who's scrolling through their Facebook feed, and sees one of our posts randomly, um, they are not just going to buy whatever we're selling, right? We need a more sophisticated strategy than that. So, I have a few, I have a myriad of ideas, but I'm going to look through YouTube to make sure that like my ideas are number one validated by the experts out there already, and number two, I'm going to talk to an expert that I know, and that's Jane. And so I'm going to talk to Jane tomorrow, and hopefully Jane can steer me in the right direction. I just want to hear her initial take on what she would do in my situation. At that point, I need to go ahead and execute, right? Tomorrow, first though, I need to worry about our organic referral show, right? So basically, we have a show, we produce it now, and I need to worry about getting that out. So tomorrow when I wake up, my first priority is to do the show, get it out. My next priority is to make a couple of calls, basically calling Steven's LinkedIn contacts and doing that. And I can go ahead and do that as well. So those are my first 2 priorities when I wake up. After that, that's when I start hitting the ground with Facebook. We have a video ad for the coronavirus. The ad is extremely well made, and I think it will be effective. But again, it is a one touch point thing. So, in the meantime, I think I'm going to create, when I run that ad, I want it to do 2 things. Here's what I think. I'm going to run that ad with, I'm going to run that ad with an audience that makes sense for this business, right? It's going to be about 1 million people. They're going to be within the 10-mile radius of Atlanta. already, they're going to be affluent people, right? But it's not very, that's going to be, that's borderline that situation where, hey, they've had one touch point with our brand, right? Our other commercial has 10-second views are the longest views, right? That's fucking terrible. Also, before the ad runs, I want to put subtitles on it. So I think I'm going to do that as well. So I think I'm going to subtitle the video, export it again. Then I'm going to run it once with the general audience. Then I'm going to create a more sophisticated funnel. I'm going to boost one of our videos to that general audience, right? Then I'm going to say, cool, people in that general audience that I boosted this video to, I'm going to make a new audience of those people, people who have watched more than 25 seconds of those videos, and that were boosted. That will then make it so that this Corona ad, then I'm going to serve that audience the Corona ad. And hopefully, that will be a second touch point, right? Then my long-term vision is doing this for specific niches, right? So I'm gonna make a funnel that says, here's a real estate video, or I'm sorry, here's an estate planning video about how not to lose your house. It's going to be a really engaging 5-minute video. 2-minute video. It's going to be a really engaging 2-minute video. Then I'm going to make a 10-minute video about, hey, here's an in-depth presentation from Steven on how to not lose your fucking house. You want to have your house? Here's how you can fucking hold on to it and keep it, okay? You fucking need your house too, but here's how to do it. Cool. Then, third video is, hey, you want to keep your house, you're scared, at this point, I've created an audience that has watched 25% of our first video, 25% of our second video, and now they're fucking lubed up and ready to fucking close. And so that's when I slide in and I say, hey, we have a free house, or we have a special package that we've designed to help you keep your house when you die, or to help you keep your house, go to the people that you want your house to go to when you die, okay? And it's geared towards new parents, okay? That's who it's geared towards. Or maybe not, because, these are going to probably be older people. But it's going to be about houses, right? And we're going to position Steven as a housing expert. And then that's going to close. But right now, it's going to be what I described before. So when I wake up tomorrow, I'm first going to finish the next episode of the series. I'm going to upload that. I'm going to communicate with Kelly. I'm going to communicate with Steven that it's going up so that we can all share it at the same time. Then I'm going to do gas calls. After that, I'm going to get our Corona video out to the general public. Then I'm going to boost a regular post. Then I'm going to create a custom audience from that boosted post of people who've watched more than 25 seconds of that video, or whatever it is. Then I'm going to make another ad for the Corona video that retargets people who've watched that 25 seconds of that video. And then I'm going to call Steven and say, hey, I want to make one of these about housing. Here's how I want to do it. And then basically design a system for him to follow so that I can create those 3 videos. And then, and now that's out of my head. Right now, though, I'm going to take my contacts out. I'm going to take a melatonin. I might meditate for a couple minutes, just really relax. I might fold some laundry quick.